I think in so many different ways. The biggest thing for me is that coaching has helped me to improve in an area of critical thinking, and I think that is. If I look at one thing, and I thought about that today, critical thinking was the thing that I took out of it. It broadened my approach to problem solving by becoming inquisitive. I remember earlier in the piece, you said to me, become inquisitive. I had a sort of ability to find solutions to some really complex problems, but do it very quickly. And with that, in a sense, came judgment as well. I would make some very clear ideas that I knew the answers. And your coaching helped me to ask questions and to think more broadly and to be inquisitive and, to hold off forming an opinion till I knew a lot more of the facts. And I found that as I became more inquisitive, there was always more things to discover. But it made me a lot easier, and it kind of made me a lot more likable by my peers because, to ask questions means you're showing interest in what they had to say and what they wanted to do. And rather than being an opponent, we found weaknesses or we found gaps in what they were presenting, and it made the policies much stronger. So I think that's been a key thing, if I put it as one thing, but there's been a lot of other things as well, such as the ability to run crucial conversations. I would resort to email, and I found that for me was
because
the
that
safest
works.
well, except I couldn't tell emotions, right? And that's something that we had to learn. I had to learn how do I actually run a crucial conversation and get out of it, and the use of I certs messages. So the second thing I found out of it, besides critical thinking, was a whole range of tools, a toolbox now that I now had at my disposal. How to live above the line, below the line, to know when people were living below the line, what to look for in what they were saying, the excuses, the blames, the denial, how to turn it around, and how to get them to leave accepting responsibility and to move going forward. So I think for me, the key thing was critical thinking, and the second part of it was this bunch of tools that I picked up.